Hey guys, this is Will from Unlimited Credits, and today I did a quick look at Perfect Dark, the 2000 N64 classic. Now, normally I don't really review games like this because I prefer the newer games. I deal with that, but Don makes me have a quota that I have to meet of old games because we are technically a retro gaming channel. It's life, whatever. Anyway, Perfect Dark is a action first-person shooter. And, let's kind of get into it. Now, if you've never played Perfect Dark before, which I haven't, on the surface it looks kind of like a tactical espionage kind of game similar to the Metal Gear series. You expect to be going in places, sneaking around, and doing tactical stuff. But that's not the case. This game is a little bit more linear. As you can see, you just kind of walk in and shoot everybody. There isn't really a sneaking system. But overall, the game mechanics are good. The controls are really fluid. The graphics are decent. You could teabag somebody if you want to. And, it's a lot of good fun. Now, granted, as I said, this was kind of a quick look. I only took it up to maybe level 3 in the game. I was just trying to get a feel for it to give you guys something. We're definitely going to have more videos about it in the future. The controls for the game are relatively simple. I got the game through the Xbox One arcade, and it was on Games with Gold, so I think I downloaded it. I didn't even remember I had it, but I saw it and I figured, why not give it a try? The graphics are actually pretty good if you think about the time period this was made in. There's a lot of good textures. The colors are really bright and vibrant. There isn't a lot of murkiness, and all the lines are sharp, so you don't have to worry about anything fading out weirdly. The controls are fairly standard, and there's nothing too hard to get a hold of. You don't have to worry about any special moves or weird stuff. It's got a very interesting weapon wheel. As far as having all of your weapons on hand, you can choose just to quick change between the weapons by hitting Y, or you can actually access the full wheel, which also gives you, access to your night vision and the computer scan tool and things like that. It's just overall a very smooth, easy setup. And again, if you've never played Perfect Dark before, I highly recommend you pick it up. The only gripe I have with the game is the targeting system. Now, the game was originally meant for an N64, and the controller dynamics on an N64 are much different than the controller dynamics on my Xbox One controller. So you can't move while you have your scope up for any of your firearms, and it always wants to pull back. The reticule always wants to pull back to the center of the screen. It's kind of a problem. So if you're one of those people that wants to snipe everything for miles and miles away, Aaron, you're gonna have a bad time. But, again, it's a good amount of fun. So, as you can see, you're in a house. There is some weird game physics going on where you run into furniture, and if it's on a carpeted surface, it moves across the room. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. Also, there's a lot of weird-looking computers, and you can only access the computers with your little hacking terminal that open doors. I couldn't find a single one that worked. I don't know why they would have that entire mechanic in there and not utilize it for getting intel or story points. And I know it's an older game, but even then it wasn't uncommon for you to be able to do things like that. Look at 007. Speaking of 007, if you're a big fan of that game for the N64, yes, GoldenEye. Fine, GoldenEye 007. Aaron has corrected me. Woe be unto Aaron. If you're a fan of GoldenEye 007 on the N64, this game is a very good companion to it. It's a very similar playing dynamic. It has a variety of modes. It actually does have a co-op mode. The missions are selectable. As you unlock missions, you can go back and replay them, which keeps the story from being linear. It makes it feel more of a general action shooter game. I haven't personally played it on co-op yet, so I can't speak to the co-op play or any kind of multiplayer that the game has yet. I'm going to get into that probably in a future video. So, yeah, it's just, if you're looking for a good time in a really fun game, this is it. You know, it's simple to get started on. It probably costs maybe $5 in the Xbox Live Store right now. It is by far worth every penny. And, you know, the other guys on the channel really swear by this game. Actually, it was made fun of pretty badly for never having played Perfect Dark before. I will say, don't confuse Perfect Dark with Perfect Dark Zero when you're talking to anyone, because you will get very, very brutally nerfed over it. I guess Perfect Dark fans aren't a fan. Other good things about the game to go into, it does have a good weapon variety. You can get, you know, an assault rifle, your standard, I guess it's the Falcon pistol. You've got a submachine gun, shotguns. It's all pretty simple. And, you know, there's no weird bullet physics to worry about because, hey, it's a really old Nintendo game. Bullet physics didn't exist back then. It was really just point and shoot due to the ray gun system. So, yeah, like I'm saying, it's just a good time. Drop us a like if you like us, subscribe if you don't. Have a good day.